Hello there, YouTube. My name is Nate Berg. I'm the president and founder of Scene Clean Incorporated in Minneapolis, Minnesota. And I wanted to make this quick video to address a concern that I've noticed in the last 3-4 months, particularly in the Minneapolis, Minnesota area, and that is a sudden influx of companies that claim that they're either local or that they've been longtime experts in the arena of biohazard recovery. I take this very personal. I myself have been working with bloodborne pathogens as an emergency responder paramedic since 1995. I've dedicated my entire life to serving the public, either through EMS or dealing with people after tragic situations. And I've seen an influx in the last, since about the middle of December 2017, companies that are out of state that will rent a UPS address and claim that they're local. I've seen another company that has been a painter for the last 10 years that claims they have been servicing the community for 10 years when in fact they haven't done anything with biohazards. And that there's a lot of risk for having a company come in that doesn't have the proper certifications that you as the consumer need to be aware of. Obviously, when my company's called, oftentimes it's in a situation that's oftentimes tragic. And, personally myself and a majority of my staff have dealt with this for many, many years. Most of my staff has some form of either current or past public safety experience, whether it be emergency medical services, law enforcement, or firefighting. We've dealt with this personally, and we're equipped to be able to handle this. I myself was a paramedic, and I am a licensed general contractor. I'm also a licensed real estate broker, so I know the ins and outs of homes very well. In fact, there's some of my many certificates there on the wall behind me. But I'm going to be coming back at you guys here in a little bit and kind of give you some tips on who or how you should pick a company such as ours, whether you're in Minnesota or any other state in the country, and some of the things that you need to look for to make sure that you're protected and that you're hiring the right company to do the job. Hey guys, I'm back. I'm just going to give you a quick little tour of my facility here in Osseo, Minnesota. You can see one of the things that we did. We have our EPA lead certification for paint. There's a lot of companies out there doing our line of work that don't have this, and it's illegal. We even went so far as to get a federal trademark on our business name. I mean, you got to be pretty serious to be in the business to go forward and go through the trademark process, which took about a year to get. But here's a quick tour of our garage with a lot of our area of supplies just particular to biohazards. These are all my staff. We all have our own bins. We got a 16-foot trailer here. Full of anything and everything we need to be able to remediate a biohazard situation. Let me take a minute. Yep, you can see actually we got laundry facilities here if we need them. Everything in our shop is very clean. We keep it sanitized at all times. Let me pause this a minute. I'll take you to the other side. Real quick, you'll see our office here. And really important to note, we got two bathrooms on this side of the building that have full showers. One of the things I've noticed that these new companies coming into town is they literally run them out of their houses or a small little office suite. You can't properly decontaminate your equipment, let alone store medical waste, without being a commercial facility. In fact, OSHA frowns upon it. As you can see here, we've got a full shop. We've got dedicated commercial vehicles with commercial grade insurance. Got a full facility. The other side of this building is being rented out, but it is a building that we own and are scheduled to actually take over the other side here this fall. Here's our smaller kind of quick runner vehicle. You can see we've got all the OSHA compliance as far as vests go. We got eye protection, fire extinguishers, and that's with all of our vehicles. We actually had OSHA come in last fall and do an audit just to make sure that we were compliant. If there's anything we were lacking, just warming up this truck to go out and do a small job here this morning. But you can see we have a full commercial building right here in Osseo, Minnesota, right off County Road 81, kind of on the Maple Grove, Brooklyn Park border. There's a small shed there where we store our medical waste so that we're compliant with state law. You can't really store medical waste out of your mother's garage. I'm going to finish up this video in the truck here before I take off to go take care of this job. Couple big things I also want to point out to consumers out there looking for a service like ours. Look for the reputation. We have a phenomenal Google presence. We've got more positive Google reviews than all of our competitors combined. Ask these companies what their insurances are. If you're a legit company doing biohazard remediation in the state of Minnesota, and this goes for pretty much all the companies around the country, but I'm talking specifically in Minnesota, they should have commercial auto insurance. They should have pollution control insurance. They should have a general liability policy that covers more than just a janitorial policy. We're not just doing janitor's work here. Workers' compensation. Ask them how many employees they have. Are they full-time or are they on-call employees? Do they hire temp workers? I've got some of these new companies that I found out will hire temp workers when they get a job in. If they're truly local, they'll be able to answer some of these questions. There are a few companies there's one based out of Madison, Wisconsin, that claims they're local here in Minnesota, and they're not. They will get a job and they'll refer it to a local company such as ours and try and take a referral fee. They rent a UPS address and claim that they're local. So check their insurances, check their staff. Are they background checked? What are all the backgrounds of these staff? I can give you a list of all my staff and tell you exactly what their backgrounds are. What is their training requirements? We have pretty rigorous training standards here at Scene Clean. We have an annual meeting where we do 4 or 5 hours of training on top of the other training they do throughout the year. Like I said before, we had OSHA come in last fall, go through all of our policies and procedures, and verify that we were in fact, doing everything 100%. Do they wear the safety vests? Do they have fall protection gear? Do they have eye wash stations for their chemicals? What kind of equipment do they have? Do they have all the proper stuff to do the job right? And what's their background in construction or real estate? Oftentimes we're doing a lot of demo work when we do this job. And if you don't know what you're doing, you can actually do more harm than good. So I just encourage everybody to ask questions. Ask questions until you're comfortable. There's a reason why we are the biggest biohazard remediation company in the state of Minnesota, because people ask us questions and we can confidently answer those questions and make people comfortable when choosing Scene Clean. So I guess my best advice to anybody out there that's in an unfortunate situation, whether it's hoarding or after a suicide of a loved one, or any kind of tragic accident, is take the time, do it right, ask a lot of questions, and if you don't feel comfortable with the answers you're getting, move on to the next company. Most of these jobs that we do are able to be covered by homeowners insurance, and I always encourage people to call us first. We'll be able to tell you whether we think it's going to be covered or not, and we can help guide you through the insurance process and make this as easy on you as possible. And that you're working with a company that's got a great reputation, that's licensed where applicable, and will take care of you in the end. And that's what Scene Clean is. So if you need to reach us, I encourage you to call us at 612-643-9797. 0911, or visit us on our website, scenecleanmn.com. That's scene, SCENE, clean, mn.com. And again, my name is Nate. I'm the president and founder. You can call us 24/7, and we'll be here to help you. Thank you.